Guys, I just saw a face out there. Yeah, it's how I see things. I don't know. I see it as a guy, but he is like every time I come, guys. I know that. Yeah, you watching my videos. I'm not gonna give you like say your names and all that because I've been on YouTube for a while, back and forth. Y'all know who you are. Saturn. I'm asking for you, right? Because me and Saturn has Saturn. No, the planet Saturn has a love relationship going. Yes, we do. It's heart chakra energy mostly, but it does travel. It goes downward. But around my head though, Saturn. This is for Scorpio. So Saturn, yeah, it's very important for you guys. You need to look and see what's happening now collectively and all of this. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Like he comes in, but Saturn hit my heart chakra, and then I'll be like, Saturn, I'm all ears. But then you go down to into like my sacral, my sexual organs and all. I'll be like, Saturn, what's up? Because now you make me feel like the sun. So what's happening with you in the sun? Now I'm Scorpio all day. Pluto, Mars too, yes. I do have the moon and the sun together, yeah. 5th house. So I'm saying, yeah. So I don't know, Scorpio, if you've been feeling the same, but I feel, but it's directly from Saturn and the sun. Now I am in the northeast where the sun is not really that high, and well, it is high, but it's not that high, right? It's cold here in the east. It's winter time, so the sun is shining over here, but not in this right fullest. It's somewhere else doing this thing, right? We gotta share. I don't like it, but okay. But Scorpio, Pluto, I like to call in fire, earth, air, water, spirit, and ether. My way shows angels, gods, ancestors, sacred ones, all of y'all. Please be here with me now. Yes, that's the planets, right? They sacred to me too, and all, of course, the Almighty Yah, the greatest of all times. The best who ever done it. The father of my forefathers. The God of my forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Him, of course. Thank you, Father, for always being with me. Guys, I've been up again, this morning since like 1 o'clock. Because it's highly spiritual. Guys, yeah. Now, Pluto, Scorpio. Now, I don't know. Now, I am extra sensitive to the planets and all this stuff. But Pluto, like, she is, like, bursting out of the seams. Like, hurry up. Let's get it cracking on this video. Let's go. I got lots to say. She's really fast. So, it could be some aspect back, guys. Now, with Mercury, because it did come up, I took some notes. It could be really, really fast, right? And Mercury is in Capricorn. So, it's dealing with, right? 10th house matters, state, government, law, all this other stuff. Because it's really, really fast. So, it could be some aspect specifically with my chart, right? That is aligning with some sort of collective aspect and they hitting each other. Yeah, but it makes the information really, really, really fast. But Pluto is coming in. I'm working on doing some sort of sun catcher, right? For Pluto, but I got some glass stones. Pluto is showing up gray and red though, and maybe a little bit of white, silver. Yeah. So I feel like it has something to do with mercurial energy, some sort. Guys, yes, I am working on the grid. I'm not finished yet, but Mercury. This is one grid I'm working on. This one is just, I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to probably make it a magnet for like the refrigerator. It just got glass in it. It wasn't what I intended, but it turned out to be something else. I was starting to make a grid, but I've been wanting to work with blue stones. Blue, like navy blue stones. But it happened to be Mercury. This one I'm working on for Jupiter. An owl. Jupiter, yeah. Guys, they travel owls. Yeah, they have masculine owls, right? So, yeah. So, Jupiter Scorpio. Could be now, because now I did a reading, right? A channeling for Jupiter, right? Didn't I do something with Jupiter coming up? I was saying, because Jupiter come through, I said this before, Jupiter coming through, but Jupiter coming through with like a heavy heart. Yes, like he's heavy hearted. I'm like, Jupe, what's wrong? He's coming through to me like the King of Cups. So now, yeah. But now this makes sense to me right now with everything that's happening. Scorpio, yeah. And collectively, like in the news, I'm sure most Scorpios, if they enter, right, depending on like who they are and what they doing, is probably, if they into this sort of thing like politics and all of this stuff, it's gut wrenching what's happening right now. I just got finished talking to my daughter about this thing. Now something prompted me to go look at statistical data, Scorpio, right, in terms of education. Now it was according to, I'm gonna see, hopefully I can remember to like the link, right? It is the census, right, .gov, educational Bureau releases new education, no attainment data, but I think it's for 2021. But these, I told you, these studies are usually longitudinal. Yeah, they longitudinal studies, so they usually long, right? Now you gotta be. Now I looked at a different, because there's another one, USA Facts.gov or some shit. Now you gotta be careful how you read these. Yeah, because now it's very confusing how they do this. But now, my thing, Scorpio, because Scorpio is the alchemist. We all about, right, numbers and recipes and all of this stuff, statistical data. Now, I thought, right, we talk about pie. If we talk about a whole pie, right, when we divide up fractions and percents, right, it's only 100%, right? So now, how when you read now go look at this. How when they break it down, it's over 100%. If they breaking it down by, say, race, how can it be 50% here, 40% here, 30% here? How when we only, right? Like, how is it when it's only 100%? How? Yeah, it makes me quite okay. And who is compiling the statistical data? Who are the scientists? But now you could sit here and get lost in the details and think about all of that shit. But now, when I looked at I'm like, wait a minute, it's really low, guys. Yep. Overall in America, go look at it. It is fucking alarming. Now you could sit here and make this about race if you want to, black and white and Hispanic and all this shit. This is no, Scorpio. This is about the fucking entire nation. No, you have to, because this shit makes me angry. Because I'm saying, now I had this conversation with my daughter who's working 2 fucking jobs right now to take care of her ailing mom. So, okay, yeah, so I'm saying, wait, okay, wait. So I'm saying to her, the data, right? I'm showing her the data. She's like, Mom, no, this has serious indications. I'm like, Diamond, yes, that's what I'm saying. She was like, for society, Mom. I'm like, Diamond, yes. Now, see, because now when you send your kids to school, I sent to school for psychology. So now in psychology, it's like theory and practice. It takes time for these things to start to connect the dots, right? Where they start to connect it. But now you also have to keep in mind who they are as people, because now she is a double Cancer, so a lot of this stuff is emotional for her. So she got to do something, yeah, to like, because it's hurtful for her. Yeah, she's highly intuitive. So yeah, she was like, Mom, this has to, yeah. I'm like, yeah, Diamond, that's what I'm saying. We have to do something. Guys, we got to do something about this, because now, who the fuck, okay, if you go, No, guys, I gotta say fucking because it's from my stomach, like from the gut. Okay, so even if you look at the numbers for no, go look at it yourself. I can't stomach it. I can't look at it right now. God process. For higher, for postgraduate, it's like what I don't. It ain't. It's estimated like 15%. How the fuck is that? Out of what? Out of 25? I think it's 25 years old or older. I'm like, wait. So out of all of the people, we talking about all of the people in fucking America? Out of all of the people in America, wait, we talking about only 14? How the fuck is it only? Wait, how can this be possible? Only 15. We talking about 15 only. So I estimate only 15% of American people over 25 have postgrad. Yeah. High after bachelor's. Anything after a bachelor, post bachelor, is approximately 15%. I'm like, good God Almighty, my heart stop. It's beating really fast. What the fuck is going on here, people? Because now, wait a minute. So who the fuck is our doctors and stuff like that? Because think about the careers that are required to have postgraduate education requirements. Who the fuck? Okay, so who the fuck is this for? Who is it? Who's it? Like, So who are they then? Because now we got to talk about, guys, now, Scorpio, What is this about? And moving forward, where's we going with that? How we gonna be competing? We talking about in the United States. Who the fuck is we gonna be competing with? Don't get me wrong. I'm not against immigrants and all of that, but I'm saying who the fuck are we competing with? Because as an American. How are we going to compete with them with those fucking numbers? Now, we can't, as a people, we can't say, as a nation, we can't say, because this nation is all about self-responsibility here. So now, taking responsibility for this, America, me included, now what the fuck is we going to do to change this? Because the future of our country and our nation depends on this shit right here. Education. Are you fucking kidding me? Because we going to have... all of us, we could. Now, I was just watching the news, WABC, and now I said it's amazing. They put all of these CEOs of all of these together in one frame, and I said, now why would they do this? Because we need to see America. Because now when we talk about social media and all of this shit, it's all a deviation, right? It keeps us from paying attention to what's really happening here. But the news they put it up for you to fucking see it. Now, this is what I'm saying. Now, I've been watching ABC News, WABC all my life, right? They brag about being the most trusted, right? News. For me, that's the truth. Because I watch them. I trusted the anchors and all of that on there. Not really the network, but the fucking anchors and stuff is who I trust. Because when I'm watching them, I'm looking at their body language. I'm looking at, all of this stuff. It's how I grow to trust them. Right? So, they put all of them up there together in a frame. I'm saying to myself, because I have to be honest, because it was so traumatic at the time. Now, they flashed it happened so fast. I'm like, okay, now I know this. Google specifically, because now Google, now Google, they might get mad at me, right? But now I find Google have an issue with privacy. I don't trust Google with privacy and all of this. I'm a YouTube creator, right? I had to email YouTube one time because now if my videos are private, right, and I didn't post it yet, who's viewing it? And I emailed them one time, and told them like, yeah, because if my video is marked private and I go look at it and I see a view, who's viewing it? Because it's supposed to be private, right? And I emailed them about this. Because for YouTube, you gotta have a Gmail. That's how you know they connected. And so everything now, the problem with that is, right? I just surrendered to it I did, because I was resistant. I gotta say, I'm an Apple user. I'm Apple all day, right? I have an Apple line with T-Mobile. My kids, I have a family plan. Now, it has to be God that did this to me, because all I really need is a phone, right? But for some reason, it been right non-accessible to me for some reason. I swear. For some, because every time I need a phone, Jemiah breaks her iPhone. She need and then I gotta sacrifice it and let her get one. Diamond, soon as a chance come up for her to get one, they don't give a fuck about me. They go like, and then I go and they be like, well, yeah, you don't have any they use, because now go by, right? They give you credits and all this stuff. They use, you don't got none. So for you just, and obviously now why I don't want no Google phone, right? Because the amount I gotta pay for. So since I've been using the free phones, now Google, I gotta tell you about your free phones. Now since I've been going through this, you know how many free phones I went through? They don't work. They break down. And because of my background and advocacy, case management, and all of this stuff, and dealing with special populations, and helping them access certain services and dealing with barriers and things like this. They emails, they phone numbers, because who access these things? The poor and the elderly. So it helps, right? Now, as a person who been trying to deal with issues with the government in terms of seeking services, human services, and things like that for help, right? This email thing and the phones being broken and all of that is a barrier for poor people, because them shits will just conk out. It stopped working. You turn it, some of the phones, you turn them on, it's constantly saying UI is not responding. This app is not responding. In Richmond, there were senior citizens who because I like to sit outside in front of the complex sometime and sun gaze. Can you help me with this phone? I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. I need to do this. I had to go get a whole nother phone because this YouTube. Because a lot of them, they subscribe to YouTube. I need help with this phone. All kinds, but I know it's true because I done had. You know how many of these phones I done went through before, up until now. Your phone numbers constantly change. So if you're doing business with people, they have a hard time getting in contact with you because the phones are not working. But I'm saying these are governmental assisted programs, right? This guy who is the CEO of Google, right? I don't know him. I really don't. This is the first time I'm seeing him. But I have to say something to him about, because, right, these phones are ran through Google, right? Yes, they are. They Android phones. Why are they so unreliable? This perpetuates a whole system really designed to undermine poor people. Because now, how is it that now you could, because they could go by sex, the social security number and how many phones you actually had and how, because but now they start to regulate it where you could only have one, but before, but you constantly need a phone because after the phone, one phone I got from them, I swear I took the motherfucker home, turned it, and it never really worked. I went back to the girl. She told me do this and do that. I'm like, I just got the phone from you. It's not working. The shit never. Nope. They just another phone I just got. They just conk out. They just stop working. They just the battery burns out. All kinds of things. But now working because now facing all of this stuff in Virginia. My emails and stuff like this because I'm using these phones. So now when the phones break down, because especially when you're going through crisis situations, right? Crisis. It seemed like all of these things start to happen to you. But you like, damn, and my phone too. And you start to realize, like, okay, this shit is, they all, this shit somehow, is this a conspiracy? I'm going to have to say, as a person who been on both sides of this thing, been in a salary job, advocating, helping special people, helping special populations navigate these systems and deal with government, law, hospitals, doctors, all of this stuff. So, but it's one thing to be on that side helping. I wrote a letter to the Civil Rights Office about this thing in Richmond, trying to get food stamps for a whole year. But there's a communication problem because the phones that is all kinds of things that makes this possible for people to be going through all kind of unnecessary suffering, unnecessary hardship. And then I wrote a letter because I'm like, all right, now you people, I don't get it. Where is your empathy? Where's your sympathy? Because for God's sake, it's the Human Services Department. You people are employed to service humans. So if you got if they instituting all of these programs, right? Because isn't this through Obama and all of this stuff through the phone? So if it's there to help, right? A population, help the poor, right, to be able to access services and stuff like that, then how do you do that when the equipment that you're giving us is not working properly? It's not. Now I get it, they are free, right? But I mean, free, yes, it could be free. But I mean, damn, most the phones they don't stop working just because it's me. What the fuck do I got to do with the UI system not responding? Something has to be said for this because people, because my point is that he's the CEO of this company, right? The CEO, right? But he is Asian. So he is the overarching thing over a company that is closely tied to our government that's servicing who's the people that they servicing. How many of those people, how many Asians are using free governmental phones? I wonder. How many Asians in this country fall under the poverty line? A lot of them now. A lot of them now. Yes, a lot of them now. A lot of them now. Because I'm getting there, Scorpio. Because in the Episcopal church that I go to, that I showed y'all, where I go to the pantry at, it's mostly Asians that go there for food assistance. Indians, Chinese, and I look at them and the last time I pray, Father, please, can you relieve me from this? I don't want to do this anymore. Because I say, now what the fuck? Sorry, because they got now. What is it they? Okay, I say it. 9 times out of 10. These people are being exploited in some way. I don't know how. I know it. Because since when, guys, I gotta say, I'm sorry. I'm an American. Now, growing up around Asian people, right? Chinese, they don't go to school with us. Not really. Not until we get to like maybe high school. Because if you get in some sort of specialized high school or something like that, then. But they don't go to school with us through not where I'm from. Even the ones who own a Chinese restaurant, their kids don't go to school where we go to school at. All the business owners who work in our neighborhoods, their kids don't go to the same school we go to. Schools we go to. No. They don't even eat our food. I don't see them in the ShopRite. The ShopRite is my favorite supermarket. Hands down, my favorite. The ShopRite. And then the Acme. You don't see them in no damn. You don't see no Asian people in no damn ShopRite. You don't even see that many Indians in the ShopRite. So how the fuck is they dominating our economy? Because don't Google. I just started investing in stocks in Google through Cash App. So they on the stock, right? Market. How the fuck? So that means he is an Asian. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not saying that he cheated his way to the top and all that other stuff. But I'm just saying, as an American, as I have to be concerned about this. Because if I'm looking at all of these CEOs and all of this shit, and they all foreigners, how does that fucking figure out for me? Because I'm a black woman. I'm fucking the most hated woman that walks the fucking planet. How does that figure out for me? Because, okay, now let's see. Because I'm going to have to test this theory, Scorpio. Because now, since my kids are older, right, they going, one is educated and the other one is about to go into college and do her thing. And now I'm an older person going back into the, but now I'm free to go, yeah, now I could go, yeah, indeed. Whatever it is I want to do. I want to see, how are they going to fucking let me in there? Because I intend to. I intend to use the planets. Scorpio, I'm not. Yeah, because now I got a fucking point to prove. It ain't no way I'm a fucking American citizen. And I'm going to be sitting here. Yeah, now, I made decisions in my life. And I've been trying to take responsibility for those decisions. Because growing up in America as a black woman, in my daytime, you could look at AstroSeek and you could put in a transit chart and put it in. I did today. 1970s, the same day. 1975 and this day, and look at it. Look at the planet lineup. And look at it. It's like, to me, the end of an era. Aquarian energy is highly emphasized there. Pluto is in Aquarius, and isn't she in retrograde? Or is Pluto direct? No, she's direct, right? Mm-hmm. So she's going straight through. Yeah, she's moving forward through Aquarius. Now, I'm not sure how many degrees and all of this stuff, but Pluto is. So that means Scorpios. Now, Mars is serious because Pluto, I believe Scorpios, you got to look for fire trines. Jupiter, Sun, the Sun, and Mars. You got to look at Jupiter because it's very important here. Because Scorpio, Sagittarius is yes. So you can look at it with the signs and the houses, though, Scorpio. So Sagittarius are going to be important to you. It's all here, and I can't make this up. Aries are going to be important to you. Gemini and Virgos, important to you. And Aquarius is going to definitely be important to you. Some, it could be Capricorn too. So, yeah. Specifically Scorpio. The fire, yeah. Mars. So, Mars, Aries. The planet Mars, but dealing with Aries, right? Jupiter, Sagittarius. The Sun. Those three, right? But those three houses. The 5th house, the 9th house, and the 1st house. You might want to look at it in your natal chart first, because now if you're working on healing and clearing things and working, so it's best to look at your natal chart and see what's trends in it, so you know how, yeah, you need to know your energy versus, right, the collective, what you're working with, right, against in the collective. Right? Yes, you need to know that, because as you're walking around dealing with people every day, how you don't know that, you don't, unless you don't know their signs. But 10th house matters are heavily emphasized here. Yes, government, 10th house matters are heavily emphasized here. Now, Mars is also retrograde. Now, Pluto, Scorpios. Because now, when it comes to retrograde energy, especially where you see retrogrades, right? You dealing with the Judgment card and the Death card. Judgment, yeah. See the horn? So, Scorpios, you got to be careful of your judgments right now. And yeah. I say, maybe think before you react to a situation. Yes, think Scorpio before you react to a situation. Be careful of your judgments about yourself and other people. Because now Mercury energy is mercurial energy is very tricky. Because Mercury is very fast moving. Now, with Mars, it's aggressive energy, guys. What I'm saying, Scorpio, that you're going to be dealing with. Since it's Mars energy is a lot of anger, so it could be anger with women. The Moon energy, Mars, Cancer, in Cancer, but it could be it's around feminism, But now Saturn being on the outside, right, as the father. So the father being outside. So you might not be really focusing, unless your father is Aquarius, right? Now, if your father or your mother is Aquarius, because your Aquarius deals with generational stuff. And if you into the whole generational curses and all this kind of stuff that we be talking about, and healing and clearing those sorts of things, right? But how this works outward is that if we are all doing that, right, working on clearing and healing ourselves and bettering ourselves, even in the areas of educating ourselves, then that helps the collective. It helps society, because then we have more highly ascended people with higher level thinkers, free thinkers. Because the more education you get, the more free, you free up space in your mind. Because the more you start learning this stuff, you don't want to hold on to this stuff. You're like, I need room, so I'm not going to hold on to any one thing. I'm just, you don't want to, okay, I don't need to hold on to all of this stuff. So, Scorpio, this is serious. So, I don't know so Scorpio being and using death energy. Now, you have to remember the return of using such energy. So 8th house Scorpio, you need to be well versed with 8th house matters, because that's what you represent, right? As a Scorpio, 8th house matters. That's what you doing, right, Scorpio? And making sure your intention for doing whatever because now the reason why because Scorpio and Scorpio people who yield Scorpio energy are leading the charge and doing it, creating all of this change. Scorpio energy breaks down structures in the mind, cause paradigm shifts in people. So especially Scorpios with, and so that this whole Aries and Scorpio combination. So Chiron and Aries, which is the wounded warrior. Because I noticed something about this, right? Chiron is the pain, right? The wounded warrior is healing all of this pain. The wounded warrior heals his own pain, his or her own pain first, and then they go out and help, right? They help others do it. But Aries, they lead the zodiac sign. So it's only, so people with Chiron and Aries is, they've been doing this work in some way. So it could be Scorpios with Chiron and Aries placements, or you dealing with Chiron and Aries, people with Chiron and Aries placement. Now, Chiron and Aries been doing the work, because if you like me, I was born Chiron and Aries. So it's like a return of Chiron. But from when I was born, that shit. I'm a true Chiron and Aries. But for me, I'm way better, than I was when I was born. Things for me are much better now because I'm educated and all of this other stuff. I'm not really worried about my future, no. Especially now since I've been doing all of this stuff, because because we know astrology and all of this stuff, Scorpio. Who dominates astrology? Who dominates the field of astrology? Mostly white men and Asian men. Yep. So so now I know, I know, even on this, doing this on YouTube, I know what I'm up against. Yeah, white and Asian men. And what did I just say? The Most High God gave his biggest battles to his strongest warriors. Yup. Because I know what I'm up against. I knew I was up against them. Yeah. But Benjamin Ben Badiker, he certified me. It's okay, because I do. So then you take it up with mine, because I didn't. So it's okay. I'm giving you permission to go ahead and study and do it. You can do it. It's okay. You got it right, because me. It's me. So go ahead. So you got it right. So, but I'm considered one of the most hated, a black woman in America. Bitch, I can't even go to the doctor and have a baby. I can't even go get a teeth pulled. How is this possible? That now they don't break it down. No, now when you go and try to look at statistical data, breaking it down by race and all this other stuff, they won't. No, they don't really want to break it down. Not because black women, right? According to last research, were now this was the last time I checked was around when that Black Panther movie came out. Not the Marvel one, right? My guides maybe go look at statistical data. African American was the number one group educated, but with postgraduate. Now, if you look at post is low. Wonder why? Black, yep. Because we don't got no choice. Because in order to save our children, we gotta do something. But now, but let's talk about the barriers and stuff that we face along the way. Moreover, as women in general, now you could go look at statistical data and see, how endangered women are today as women. Just for being women. For having a womb and breast and a female body. Yeah, we are attacked for it by men. Just for having titties and an ass and a pussy and a womb that bleeds and all of that. We are attacked for it. Today we fighting over being able to fucking go terminate a pregnancy or not. We need permission to go get, So we need, they want to, control even our bodies. And so that's not a racial issue. That concerns every woman in America, right? We all are subjected to that law, however they regulate the law, whether we could go get one, whether we can't, when we could go get one at, and when we can't. Now, we have all of these stipulations that's put on us as women. Because we are expected to perform. As women though, right? Right. So we are expected these days to go out into the workforce, right? Work a full-time job and compete, right? Compete with men. Because what else we gonna do? What else is expected for us to do in this day and age in this society? What are women and girls expected to do? We expected to go to school, get educated, and think about a career and what kind of work we gonna do. That's what's expected of us. And you also got to get married to a fucking, God forbid, you got to get married to a narcissistic motherfucker. That don't matter what race they are. Nope. Case in point, in Richmond, I was right around Christmas time. I went to a thing outside. They was giving out charity. They was giving out stuff. And I went. My neighbor picked me up and was like, let's go over there. Right? And see. And I go. I make myself useful, doing what I could do, helping out and stuff like that. Because I like to replenish what I take. So it was a white lady, a Caucasian lady who was standing there. Me and her started talking. She worked for the church that was doing it. So I asked her a question. Okay. So miss, I just want to ask you a question. Right? Right. So I want to I never been married before. Right? I mean, not like, He was in my case, a fucking using, a motherfucker who was trying to exploit me. That's basically, it. I'm not fucking stupid. Nigga, you trying, no thank you, because what you trying to do is, I know this is, Second, but so, Nigga, I'm not going to, like, what is this about? No thank you. You are a scumbag. So helping you is not, you're not somebody that I would want to go through all of this stuff trying to help. Because you're a fucking scumbag. So no. Secondly, right. I talk to God about you motherfuckers and he tell me the truth, Candy. My father even told me that before he died. Candy, but just be sweet about it. And I asked her, she was like, I said, now, because I want to get married. You know what I mean? I haven't been married yet. And I'm, I think I'm 40. I was like 45. 47. I just turned 48. So I'm like, I want to get married, right? And stuff like that. She was like, well, God does gift. At least she started with that. And then she was like, but they all fucking scumbags and assholes and liars and cheaters and yada yada. And I just looked at her like, oh my God. So she like, well, if you think it's only black men, yeah, newsflash, because my husband was white, just like me. Women, you could always, because that's what we, I don't give a fuck what race you are. What we all got in common is a motherfucking man. And the problems that we face with them fuckers. But, Scorpio, so you going to be dealing with, I guess, big bad men, Scorpio. Scorpio men and women. You're going to become with toxic masculinity. And maybe somehow with the sun and all of this stuff and Mercury, this could be coming into your awareness, Scorpio. But now, if you are Chiron and Aries and you've been dealing with Chiron and Aries, because the nodes, beloved, the nodes are in Libra and Aries. So you got to go look at AstroSeek. They got a transit calculator where you could put in the date and the time. You put the same date, same time. And it will show from 1975 to right now. And then you see it and you like, yo, look at the nodes and everything. So with Uranus, so much Aquarian energy there. Uranus is the star, right? And the Fool. It's unexpected beginnings. However you look at it. If you want to put the 0 first, it's unexpected energy. But to move you out of the rut, to move you out of a rut. We know that Uranus energy works with, and it's also the star, which is about fate and destiny. So it's unexpected happenings that push us into fate and destiny. Into our fated events that are destined to happen, Scorpio. Now, Now, it is a lot of combination. But now, why Saturn is important is because Saturn works closely with Uranus energy. So, Saturn is the disciplinarian. It's the squids and all of that stuff. The disciplinarian is where you learn self-responsibility, this concept of self. And really, to me, right, and perfecting the I am presence. Because Mars deal with and the I am, right, and all of this stuff is fiery. But Saturn is more the self concept of it. Like, but you perfecting, right, the self in order to get, right, to a place, the I am presence. Where you know who you are and you stand strong. But But being careful of your projected temperament and how you go projecting yourself on people. So you have to think about, okay, so Scorpio, how do you project yourself onto? What are you projecting onto people? Is it you or is it other people? What's happening, Scorpio? But it deals with mercurial energy. So it's in your everyday life. And it's in your short trips. So this is going to be coming into... But now we talking about Jupiterian energy. So these are higher level people. These are people who... Foreigners, foreign travel, foreign money, all of this kind of stuff. They are kind of like higher intellectual facts and things like this, right? So since this energy is coming from up, above, down, Scorpio, the overhead, now I said this before in one of these other videos, the people who oversee, the overheads, you guys, are going to be getting, some sun put on you. People are going to be asking you questions. You're going to have to take responsibility for... Now, because it came up with Pluto. She was talking about... goods and services. Local farmers worrying, worried. Now, guys, they told me to say something about the pantry and me going to the pantry. I tell you, I am a theory and practice, but it's, with this, all of this doing, I wish I could say it was the most humiliating experience in my life, but actually not. Free, liberating. Because you know how fucking relaxed I've been since I'm not dealing with the government and dealing with their fucking programs and dealing with. When you let go and let God, and you just fuck it. I'm not gonna fight over this stuff no more. Because if it's stressing me out, then it's no good for me. The Most High God will make provisions for me. I'm not gonna do all of this. And luckily, I can rely on the system that I paid into. My daughter. Because she's more fucking reliable to me than the fucking United States government. So now, guys, some really serious see the fire trucks. I tell you, is why Mars, I've been doing a lot of with Mars energy. The fire department and all of that, oh God. The first responders. Pink, mostly. I have to love with Mars and all of that. With people, the police and all that other stuff. And I said this for me. I said this because they are gonna, this stuff happens behind the scenes, but it's this is not a secret. This is stuff that's in I'm not even reading cards right now. This is just astrology. This is science. This could be proven. I'm not using no cards. All I'm doing is reading the current collective placement. I'm not even going in on the sign. I'm just looking at the collective placements and reading the collective placements and what can happen in the collective placements. And then I prove it with the cards. So, because look at Mayor Giuliani. And what happened to him in New York. I can't fucking... I said, glory be to the Most High God, because I'm like, now, okay, wait a minute. Now, it's levels to this shit. Now, I know, all right, he lost the case, right? The defamation case for voters, something about this. I don't know what happened with the story. But I seen the lady was black. See? Now, before that, I didn't know the lady was black. I think they just started showing her picture, right? But I said to myself, when they first got to me, I'm like, now, how the fuck is they going to take all of his money, though? What the fuck? How is he going to live? What about his standard of living? So they're gonna. That's what I'm saying. Okay, all right, he got found guilty and he got to pay up all of this other stuff. But now, how does this system work? Where he got to. Now, how they gonna take everything away from him? When now he got to go live on the street as a bum for defaming somebody's fucking character? I'm trying to understand, how is that? Okay, I get it. He defamed their character. Yes, okay, because he got found guilty of it in a court of law, right? A judgment already been rendered. They want him to turn over all of this stuff, but now I guess he appealed it, and now he don't have to do that. And I'm saying, thank God, right? I don't know what the fuck it is he been doing or whatever that is. Listen, if he got found in this country, him getting found guilty, beloved, is the fucking monumental. It's historic for people in New York. We all know it. A black lady beating him in the court of law in New York, Giuliani. Now, something has to be said for that. It has something to do with the legal system and them being pressured. Them being pressured to do, and the judges being pressured to do the right thing. They can't be, because they coming under scrutiny and shit like that. It's people watching them and shit. Yeah. But still, I'm still saying, like, okay, now let's be, like, in all fairness, right? Okay, he defames, right? He got, but I mean, so now I'm like, okay, all $168 million? How much money do he have? Because now okay, so for doing this, I don't know. I don't know if the punishment fit the crime. Like, how is it 100? So now he got to give. Why? What the fuck is the definitely? He got to give up his stuff, like his rings and his mansion and all of this stuff. Why? How is it? Why is it that much money? So for defaming somebody's character, he's supposed to go living. Like, he's supposed to go from being Mayor Giuliani and living right to living like a bum, a common. I don't know about that, guys. Now, I'm not that hateful. Like, are you kidding me? Because what about humanity, being human, right? Like, goddamn. Because now, what we gonna do with the homelessness problem? Everybody gonna be fucking going on the street. Then where's all these people going? When you put them out on the street. That's Giuliani, so he probably got access to family members and people who would be willing to help him. Thank God, right? They fit, yeah. Because I'm like, how in the fuck is that possible? That's not that. I don't know how that's gonna work out. That had to, yeah. So thank God that, yeah. But it makes you think about how the wealth is distributed in this country, the laws or the policies and all of this stuff. Like, what is going on? And then we're having okay, I gotta say this about the president, right? President Trump, because I voted for him. Believing in him and that, believing in him and his, right? And his talk about making America great again and loving America and loving America, right? And so, because I love America too. This is my country. Yeah. But now, it concerns me. Now, maybe, and I thought about this before. I'm not the type of person that really dabs into, like, social media and all of this kind of stuff. And, like, I'm very careful about what I watch on TV. But I know he had a show on TV, right? Where, like, a business or something like this. What's this lady name? Yeah, where he was, like, with business people or something. A reality show or something like this. So, he's used to reality TV. Mr. President, this is not reality TV. This is not TV, beloved. This is real life that we going through now. So I'm hearing about, I'm like, okay, why the fuck is he talking about? Well, I don't give a fuck about no TikTok right now, man. I don't think most of all of, like, America, if you do a poll, how many of us give a fuck about TikTok right now? Why are we talking about TikTok? When there are more pressing issues, like, okay, why is it so important for him to sign? The first thing he gonna do when he get into office is sign. Some people said they could sign some sort of law or something so that they get extended for 90 days. Okay, so what happens after the 90 days? That's what I'm saying. And then when I listen to that's why my guys been making me listen to the news, because I really don't need to listen to the news. I just hear a story and then I could, But they've been making me listen to the news and go get statistical data so I could write back all of this stuff up and document it like a college student would do. Right. So when you look at, because now when you, all right, when they talk, didn't they just run a story about China in the Treasury or some shit like this? So if we having prime problems with China and them breaking into the Treasury and all of this shit, then I'm confused. Then why are we giving them? Why? Then why? Because isn't that a crime? Like, what's happening with that? Because our security is this. What I mean, these people, I don't think they get it. Like, our security is at risk here as Americans. Like, yes, when you look at the electoral college map, and you look at all the states that went blue, these places are around. Yeah, they on the outside of the country where it's entry and points. They fucking entry points into this country. A lot of them are around the outside of the country of the nation, the North American, right, our continent with the states in it. Now, if you look at the electoral college map, all of the Democrat states, the blue states, were states that were around the edges, right? They got ports and all this kind of stuff that people enter in and out of. Now, here, since I've been here, I said this, since I left Virginia, even in Virginia. Now, when I moved Virginia in the supermarket, immigration, because this is important to me as an American woman. Because now, what about me? I'm looking at the fucking White House and I see all of these fucking foreign women up there. Their wives are all like, I'm like, okay, so even the Caucasian guys, their fucking wives are Asian. Wait a second. What the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm confused. Because now, the America I grew up, minorities were the fucking most hated group in this fucking country. Now, they all on TV. They dominating everything. They dominating everything. We turn on the TV, they everywhere. So they like dominate. Yeah, they dominate everything in our country. I'm like, wait a minute. No, excuse me. Wait. No, I'm serious. So now, what does that mean for me as a black, an American woman, and a black woman? Yeah, moreover, a black, American woman. When I gotta go deal with these people in society every day, and I'm working hard to get educated and do all of this shit, and they gonna look down at me, like there's something wrong with me when this is my country and I was born here. No, I am educated. When I go to the doctors, anywhere I go, I gotta tell these people, no, I have a college degree. I'm educated. Because they need because you talking to me as if I'm like, I'm stupid or something. And I study psychology. You want to use reverse psychology on me? I could fucking diagnose yourself, your ass, and say I could really sit here and read all kinds of every. And you want to play reverse psychology on me? And I'm a holistic practitioner. I'm very in tune with my body. Nam yo ho re ye ko. And you want to tell me that I'm telling you, I'm presenting to you with because I made an appointment to come here, so there's an issue. I'm telling you the issue, and you want to tell me that that's impossible? How is it impossible when it's happening to me, sir? So now I gotta prove that whatever I'm telling you about me, my body, my medical condition, the symptoms that I'm experiencing, even in the emergency room. When I go to the emergency room, I gotta do all of this fucking explaining. And they barely want to fucking touch you. And they say that it's impossible. How is it impossible when I'm telling you that this is what I'm... Yeah. So, now I don't know, Scorpio. Something got to be said for this because now, Scorpio, yup. Because I'm sorry to report, but Pluto is talking about Homeland Security, National Homeland Security, bridges and tunnels, our promenades and piers, the trains, locomotives, all of this stuff that you're going to have to, boats and ports and things like that we're going to have to be having special eye on. Entry points. Watch it happen. Now, they say nobody watches my videos, but then, okay, right here. But let's see in the weeks to come how they start tightening up, because didn't somebody, the guy in New Orleans, okay, but it's, I said it in previous videos, because it's the agitation, it's Mars, these things need to happen. But I say I believe in America. This is where I'm from. So the stories that they running them for on purpose. So that we can see. It's up to you. Listen, you can see it. It's up to you. This is the country where we could protest, right? We could do, where we have all of these civil rights that protect us, that give us the right to be able to, because we are the people. Ain't it power to the people? So here in America, we have the right to protest and to say things and to speak out and to do, this is what we know to do. But I think this country is, most of us, I don't know, we might be going through sort of like a mass thing of like fucking depression and all this stuff. Because I know when I go to the doctor, when I was in the hospital, I said this prior surgery, I looked at all of these people that come into my room, the doctors, the nurses, all this stuff. Right? I don't even know. I ain't see that many doctors, to tell you the truth. Except for my doctor who did the surgery. He came to see me. But I ain't see no other doctors. I ain't even see a medical doctor. Only the foot and ankle. Yeah. My whole the 3 day, I ain't see not one medical doctor. They only treated my foot. The one foot. And my other foot was badly injured. They just basically, ignored the other. So this is what I'm saying. Now, something has to be said for this. Because when we talk about it's a lot of social issues that poor people gotta deal with. But now, let's talk about how many women and children fall in the category of poor. Because I'm for women and children. Now, these things, these social issues, they affect all of us. Every race. All of us are, and the issues are, drugs, drug overdoses, foster care, homelessness, depression, all this stuff that takes the toll on society as a whole, all of us. And while we doing this shit as Americans, the foreign people in here are, what the fuck is they doing? Taking over our country? While we talk about fucking TikTok and Israel and Hamas, like, okay, I get it, but goddamn, if you go, all you gotta do is go look. I look up birth charts for these things and the wars, and a lot of these, they are meant to happen. A lot of the leaders are meant. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I looked up Putin. Now I did. Putin is been. I love Putin, guys. Now I love Putin. I'm not gonna apologize for. I go to Russia any day. Putin, come get me. I'll go right with him if he come get me. I bet you he'd be like, come with me, my love. And I'll be like, I'm coming, Putin. I'll go. Now, I did look at his birth chart. People might hate Putin, but if you look at his motherfucking birth chart, Putin is doing exactly what the fuck it is he's supposed to be doing. Depending on how you interpreted it. But I interpret Putin. Because now, what do I know about Putin? All I know recently is that every time I see fucking Trump, I see Putin. I voted for fucking Trump. So I trusted Trump enough to vote for his motherfucking ass. And every time I see Trump on TV, I see fucking Putin. They get associated with me. So I can't help. I guess it's my psyche. I see them together and so I associate them. I voted for Trump. So then how am I not going to like Putin? Guys, you got to do this stuff for yourself and learn for yourself instead, because a lot of this stuff we hear on TV and all of this stuff is propaganda. It just incites fear and hate and all of this other stuff. I don't register Putin as no monstrous beast. I'm intuitive. I'm a reader. I don't, and because I felt like that about him, no, heart shock, Saturnian energy I get from him. But Saturnian energy, I love it. So whenever I like Putin, I say my heart go like that. Now I'm a lie. My heart is gonna lie to me. I live a so heart-led life, so my heart is my guide. So my heart doesn't tell me that he's this horrible fucking beast. If Putin come and get me right now, I'm going. Sorry, yes I am. Now I love my country and everything. I'll go for business. It's not like I'm saying I want to go forever and I don't want to come back home. But now, don't people travel for business and all this other stuff? I want to go where I'm getting love from. Shit. Now, yeah, I want to go where I'm gonna be loved and yes, and appreciated. Where my skills and my abilities, yeah, where they are deemed necessary, wanted. It's very painful to live in a country, to be born and live in a country where, how the fuck is it? I'm black, right? But I was born here. I don't know my grandmother family to be slaves. In all the research I did, no. Now, maybe my grandfather family, yeah, maybe. But my grandfather family, yeah, I don't know about that. But doing my grandmother line, I don't know about that. Like slave, I don't know if I've ever been a slave, even through lifetimes. Never. But have I been heavily affected by it? Yes. But again, Scorpio, my past life, right, memories of Europe, contrary to what being a black woman in this country, what it tried to project on me about Europe and about other parts of the world, is very contrary to what was how I feel about other parts of the world, other continents and countries. It's contrary to what I was taught about them growing up in America. Because growing up as a black girl in America, all minorities were victims of all kinds of atrocities. Not just black people. All of us. Including Jews. But now somehow, I'm like, okay, so how the fuck is this possible? Because I'm black, right? And I'm American. How the fuck they come over here? How did they get all of this buying power? How did they get all of this power in my country? And then they walk around and they snoop their nose down. I mean, even Mexicans and all kinds of people come here from third world countries and they come here and look at me like I'm shit. And I'm like, how the fuck is this possible? How am I shit? And this is my country. But I'm smart enough to know, and I'm going to say it before I get to the call. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I know why that is. Because black people, specifically black women, are so proud and so dignified that we just ain't willing to do what other races are willing to do. We just ain't willing to do it. Get exploited? Right. Because you ask them, yeah, listen, and in Inwood, I lived right in 5 towns where they had people, the Jews over there had maids and housekeepers and stuff like that. I sat in the park one day talking to a Mexican girl. She could barely speak English, and she was telling me how horrible her Jewish, the wife, how horrible she treated her, how horribly she treated her, working for her, how hard, yeah. It was working for, but it was his wife she was trying to explain to me. I'm like, damn. Thank God I'm not in that predicament. I don't have to go be nobody's housekeeper and take that. Not in that at that time. Shit, I went in the supermarket and worked. Fuck that. Yeah, Al Steiger gave me a job. And I was just going into law at the time. Becoming a Hebrew Israelite. Actually, yeah, and I went in there. My hair was covered and everything, and he gave me a job. It's with the first. I haven't worked a Friday or a Saturday since that job. They honored it. They gave me Friday and Saturday off. So I said, damn, if this is a supermarket and Friday and Saturdays are the busiest days, yeah, they gave it to me off. I haven't worked on a Friday or Saturday since that time. I was, in my 20s. Yeah, I'd rather go, yeah, in the supermarket and, yeah, I service people, but customers in general, all kinds of people, and do that. And, yeah, before I be subjected to somebody beating me up all the fucking time. I'm sorry. It ain't an amount of money in this world that's going to make, no thank you. That's where Saturn come in. My mama was a Capricorn. I work for myself. Shit, I start my own business. That's so easy. I mean, you could run a daycare and do childcare and work for that from home, and not have, yeah, be your own boss. There's many ways to do that. See, freedom and liberation, Scorpio. So, yeah, Scorpio. Somehow, I feel like it's probably. It could be like work related, where you working at, and all of this stuff, where these issues are gonna come to the forefront. It could be perhaps that maybe you been living in denial, like a lot of Americans, maybe engrossed in social media and watching reality TV shows and stuff to escape. But these things are gonna start to come into your reality. Scorpio, because it represents the death of certain perspectives, but the death of certain mindsets for you and the people that's around you. This is serious because these are Scorpio, for you, paradigm shifts. Which is very significant. Scorpio, they're going to be very significant things. But I would say, Scorpio, since the death card and the judgment card is the tarot that's connected to it, I say be very careful of your judgments right now, because and being speculative. See, that's the sun house, the fifth house, sun. Speculation, because everybody, everybody, I don't know if that's a American concept. Everybody speculates all over the world. It's not so American. It's like international, the world. Everybody does it. But it's good because it makes room for growth. It's good because it makes room for growth. Because what happens out of speculation? Most time is friction. It causes some sort of friction, but friction is good. But what happens? What comes out of friction? Heat. So go make love. Somebody just said, Scorpio, make love, not war, okay? It helps. It's energetic. Scorpio is all about sex and sexual energy and all of that other stuff. So make love and not war, Scorpio. Make love and not war. And then I'm going to get to the cards and close. Do it. Lovingly, Scorpio. Do it lovingly, because Scorpios could be very, very harsh with energy. So do it lovingly, because Scorpio, things, are going to come up for you. But because it's coming up. So in terms of male and female relationships, you got to be careful here, Scorpio, in your specifically in your personal relationships, because a lot of stuff could be coming up around your parents, your mother and father, your sister and brother, your nieces and your nephews. A lot of family stuff could be coming up, stuff that need to be purged and cleared. Generational stuff. You could be, since judgment is there, it could be a lot of your dream state, a lot of things happening in your dream state. But I texted my family, my siblings, and told them, especially with the kids, use at nighttime, use a light. Moon and Taurus, guys. Scorpio. Moon and Taurus. And the title card. Now, the Jack of Wands is there, but it is in reverse. There are no pages in this deck. So before the Jack, what's before the? Because I go backwards, right? What is the Ten of Wands? Yeah. It's going to be the Ten of Wands, Scorpio, because Jack, yeah, because reverse, right? So see, and it is reverse. So it's going to be Plutonian, but here is Leo. See what I'm saying? The Jack is in this deck is Leo, the Wanderer. Do your partner? This is, yeah. See the Jack of Wands, the Jack's been coming up a lot. It could be working with Jacks. Now for me, the Jacks are from like 16 to, I'm gonna say, 40. Working with this population, wanderers. That's what I'm saying. This is a lot of issues with, yeah, surrounding poverty and things that issues that, yeah, it's the broom. It's sweeping. Guys, it's sweeping. Sweeping means it has to do with what? Cleaning. But cleaning is good because what? You purging and getting rid of, yes, it's good, guys. But it is fiery. It's the Jack of Wands. But the question here is, do you and your partner play out each other's fantasies, issues? Oh yeah. Do you and your partner play out each other's fantasies? And then under it, I got issues with sex. Scorpio. Now, we rules, yep, sex. So, I can't make this shit, yep. It has something to do with 5th house. Leo. The performer. The 5th house deals with speculation, luck, children, sexual partners, not married. But in the 5th house is where you learn that sex is about pleasing the other. It's about giving pleasure to the other. It's where you learn those lessons. Where sex, is not really about you. It's about the other person. In intimate relationships, when you making love to somebody who you just want to, the idea is to please them, and you are pleased in just pleasing them. You get pleasure just by pleasing them, so they don't need to do anything back in return, and per se, you just doing it because it brings you pleasure to do that. And then maybe perhaps they might reciprocate, right? Because if you're dealing with a person that is like you on your level and mastered the 5th house, right, through sexual partners that you weren't married to, then both of y'all are doing the same thing. You are you're having sex and with the intention of pleasuring each other. Now how can that be that if we both intend to pleasure one another? Right? So Jacks in this stage, that in the 5th house, that is what they're learning through sexual partners, right? That sex is about pleasing. Yeah, is about the act of sex, right? Sexual pleasuring. It's really not about you. It's really about the other person. It's giving in the area of sex. But the problem here from relationship, Scorpio, I'm going to have to say it, is that dealing with people who are not capable of doing this and dealing with rejection because they are not able to go there. They have all kinds of issues and problems with, it could be emotional, it could be psychological, it could be spiritual, all kinds of issues. But a sweet, broom, the Jack of Wands they are in and out. A lot of them, they have impotency problems, all kinds of issues and problems. From experience, I know. This is what I'm saying. That's why I stay my ass out the street. It's too much work when you doing this stuff and you not married. No, thank you. I don't want no parts of it. I'd rather not. I just stay. Yeah, it's too much work doing this when you're not married. For me. Because you and your partner play out each other fantasies, probably too much. Yeah. And you ain't living in reality. You're not living in reality. And you're playing, yeah, you're doing that shit too much. But what came out first is Moon and Taurus. Now, yeah, 6 of Diamonds, karmic reward, the Clover, which is luck. 6, lucky, one night stands, kiss, unexpected kiss. 5th house, see, is indicated here, and it came out. I can't make this stuff up, but this is the title card, so it's some title. Now, Moon and Taurus. So, Scorpio, I don't know how important Taurus is to you, the sign of Taurus. But now, you got to be careful with Taurus, Scorpio. Because Taurus is hiding something. It's the moon. And Mars is in Cancer, right? Mm-hmm. Which moves the moon. So see what I'm saying? It's something you could look outside all you want to, Taurus, but it's something about, it could be your Taurus placement or something about Taurus that Scorpio that is here, like Moon and Taurus. But I don't know if this is necessarily outside of you. This might be you, because it's the moon. It's something that's hidden here, but in Taurus, in the archetype of Taurus, which is the builder. It builds things. But Taurus energy is all about, right, home and hearth. It's home. It's the queen. It's the queen of moon. Moon and Taurus is the pinnacle of more feminine energy. It's everything home and hearth. Everything, yeah, home and hearth, Scorpio. Everything. So now, you might be you might be making a whole lot of money, Scorpio, and doing all of that. You could be working in government, working your 10th house, or you could be Venetian, working with, yeah, in a church, you know, some highly place, yeah. So in other words, you educated, right? So you in some sort of higher level position. But now your work-life balance, Scorpio, here is an issue. Because the 10 of Cups is here. So if this is Scorpios who I hate to say it, but you probably fall in that bracket where you got to be careful here, Scorpio, because now see the 5 of Wands is there. The 5 of Clubs. Because you could be among the group, right? Yeah, in statistical data that's indicated to do postgraduate. Right, graduate with higher, yeah, past bachelor's degree. But your husband, Scorpio, your husband, that group, according to that study, it was by .gov. I know, I can't, yeah, I tried to look for it today. Died of at least contract or die of HIV and AIDS. Yeah, because who would that? Now, who's your husbands? Your husbands, yeah, that's according to statistical data. Your husbands are your problems. Y'all tend to marry jacks. But I think that's because it's the man of your youth. You marry the guy for your youth, of your youth. You go do all this schooling and then you get educated, but your husband is the one that, yeah, he lacks. Now, how this is related to 10th house is because they usually go into corporate. It's what happens to them in corporate. God forbid if they're Aquarius. Yup. Or they got some highly placed Aquarius placement. Because it's what happens to them in corporate. They get smashed in corporate. Aquarius, yeah, people in corporate, because they go in there and manipulate, because they water bearers, Scorpio. See, this is what you got to remember with Aquarius, right? They are water bearers. So they really not, they learning how to deal with water and emoting and all of this other stuff. So they go into Saturnian energy, into corporate, thinking they could manipulate the situation, being, probably emotionally manipulative in some way. They have issues with, right, emotional manipulation. So they like to manipulate people's emotions. But Saturnian guys are teachers, right? Real Saturnian men, right? People, specifically men, right? Because that's who they be. Yeah, Saturnian people, right? Disciplinarians. They like the father. They need to teach your ass a lesson. Now, it's self-discipline, self-love, self-respect, self-dignity, all of that stuff. And they love doing it to y'all. Because they are, now, when we talk about Saturnian energy, that is Sun and Capricorn, right? Those men, they get married. They have a strong affinity to moon energy. Yeah, moon energy, because moon is their opposite. So Saturnian men, they love women. They love, where you gonna get moon energy from but a woman? So I would think they less likely to be gay if they like moon energy, because moon energy is, yeah. So they're not likely to be gay. I'm talking about the Saturn, they bosses, the one who, not likely. They love moon energy. So they love women. So Saturnian people, like the Capricorn, is not likely to be the gay one. Now, who would the gay one be? Who's more likely to be the gay one? Or have issues around sexuality and all of this stuff, and because probably the water bearer, because he have an issue emoting. There has to be a reason why. He is the creator, the inventor, the humanitarian. Yeah, the humanitarian. Now, why something had to spark him to want to become some sort of humanitarian? Usually, some sort of experience makes him want to do that. Now, Scorpio. See, now this is where it all comes up again. And how it relates back to society. And how our home our home, Cancer, the 4th house, right? And how Saturn energy, the father, and how it affects our Mars, your projected temperament, and how you project yourself out on in the world. It is going to be a clear a determining factor how successful you are, or he is in this case. So as a jack, he go out there, right, and go into corporate trying to get some sort of title, trying to do something, right? But it's what happens to them a lot of time in corporate, because they go out there with all of these unresolved issues and problems around, because the women making more money, all kinds of things, and they because it's moon and Taurus right here. So the women probably here, Scorpio, right, is about money and power, and how this equates to relationships, and how maybe being at work might be an issue for being at work and being in corporate and being at work all the time and because now to make all of this money you gotta be away from the home a lot. And so if you got children, your household, all of this stuff, how are you managing? Is a housekeeper doing all of this stuff for you? Are you paying a housekeeper? Who's doing all the housework? Because the 5 of Wands is here. Now, fives for me, another five was sticking out, are right related to God for me. It's like it could be something about a yard. They related to yards for me. So if somebody can have a yard in their chart, which is the finger of God. When I see fives, that let me know. So it's 1 5 here. He at least got, you got something on it. Something on whatever this situation is, Scorpio. The Five of Wands is kind of challenging energy. It's nothing on the back of it, but see, the Two of Cups is under there. So it's with a soulmate. And Venus and something is under there. Yup, not Venus and Virgo. You got the Coffin card, which is, for me, like the Death card. So it's like Scorpio showing up. Again, this is what I'm saying. Scorpio. So I guess if this is hopefully if this is, because this have to do with the ten of hearts. So the 10 of hearts is everything. But it's a whole family, right? Like a husband and a wife, everybody, the 10 of your children, everything is there. His 5 cups and your 5 cups, that make 10. But now the two is the ending with some, because it's some, the 5 one is some, is the 5 wands there, 5 clubs there. That's a challenge card. It's challenges with some sort of soulmate. Venus and Cancer. Moon aspect is, yeah, questionable here. But now on this one I got Venus and Virgo, the moon on the side, right? And then it says endings, bereavement, coffin. But now Scorpio placement is a star in the back. Yeah, early death, illness, something concerning coming back from the, something coming back from the past, boy, from the past. Scorpio. And the Judgment card, I said this, things coming back from the past. And so, since all this stuff is in retrograde and all of this stuff, guys, Scorpio, yeah. Now, this is serious stuff that's coming up, Scorpio. So, let me get one of these, and then you could go look this up for advice, but I would say, as medicine, I would say, Scorpio, you need to be in the sun as much as possible. Because whatever this is, it's a lot of moon energy here. So it's a lot of stuff that's hidden here. It's a lot of stuff that is hidden here, Scorpio. So you need to be doing a lot of light therapy. I told my nephews and them to sleep with, they got LED lights, put them on in the room so it can help with the dreams, like the dream, because the dreams could be crazy for them too. Because my daughters, yeah, they have all kinds of dreams. My daughter told me she had a dream that we was in the war in Hamas, and we was in it. She like, Ma, I swear we was in the war and Hamas with Hamas and Israel. I'm like, what? I didn't even get into it. I just moved, but she said it. We was in it? She was like, yeah, we was in the wall. Yep, jealousy. Pluto. So, I can't make this shit up. Guys, sometimes I wish I could. Jealousy. Scorpio. Jealousy. And in the shadows, you see the shadow is a man and a woman kissing. But it's a woman laying here by herself. Eating soup. She's ailing. What's she eating? The flowers are dying. Look at the stuff. She got stuff around the floor. She's actually, right, she's grieving, right? Or something. Something's wrong. The flower. Look at the flowers. Stuff all over the floor. Like, yeah. Scorpio, it's the 34. Right? I say sun is going to be the best thing for you right now, Scorpio. As much sun as you can get. If you can't, then be like me. I got a projection like over there. I just do a lot of, and the Jack of Pentacles is under there. Is another Jack. That's the Skype. Danger. Lost time, Skype. But this is not, yes, he's self-harming. Dumped, safety, officer, war. See what I mean? Swift termination. Yeah, war. Something about war. I don't know. Maybe you can make it out. War or something. 'Cause I don't know. Maybe you can make it out. War or something. Something about war. Something about, I don't know. Maybe you can make it out. War or something. Something about war. 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 When I write this stuff, sometimes I don't know. War casualty. This is all stuff that's happening internationally right now. So I mean, yeah, we know that. But now, as a country, we gotta be careful because this is the scythe is knives and swords and stuff like that, and the Jack of Wands is firearms, bombs and shit like that, y'all. So I don't know. Stay watchful. This stuff we can't. What are you gonna do? But you can't be fearful because you can't. But at the same time, you gotta have a watchful eye, guys. Just pay attention. Listen, in New York, we was taught if you see something, then you say something because it could save lives. So, guys, if you see something, then you better say something. The Ace of Swords is up there. The lady is at the top of the deck. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. Death and fucking taxes. And we coming around tax time and all of that. At least we got Trump. So I don't expect we should be having no delays with the taxes and that. One thing about Trump, he know we need our fucking money. Listen, that's the one reason why I voted for Trump. Because he know we need our motherfucking money. So he not going to be tying us all up with all of this shit with the IRS and stuff like that. He be like, look, these people, they need their money. So don't, So it helps the economy. Because when we get this money, what do? We go spend it. The economy needs a boost. So that's what I'm saying. When you got all of these control issues, right? That's what I'm saying. That's mostly what the problem here is. And I say in America. It is. It's like our society has an obsession with control. We want to control everything and everybody, but we don't have control over ourselves. And we need all of this stuff in order to be able to deviate. I just got finished saying this, I think, to my daughter. Now, with drugs and all of this other stuff, we put too much emphasis on this shit. The problem is not fucking drugs. They exist. The problem is not alcohol and cigarettes or the problem is us, because you got the fucking control over it. Don't smoke a cigarette. Don't drink beer. Don't drink. Don't do it. These things are inanimate objects. You are the person, right? The human being who evolved now to standing up on 2 feet, and so you have the ability to say no to whatever it is you know is not good for you. It's called self-control. So now, people get addicted to drugs and they go get SSD for fucking... I ain't apply for no fucking SSD. I put it in and they couldn't even pick up my fucking address in Virginia. I couldn't finish the application I started and they couldn't because they couldn't find my complex in Virginia. So I was just like, fuck it. I never applied again. But they go get SSD. How the fuck is that a sickness? Okay, because it's attached to the psyche. Yeah, it is, and to emotional issues and all of that, which also can be addressed through therapy, all kinds of stuff. But they get SSD. This is considered a disability. Most of it, I wonder if they worked before. I said, let me see if I apply for it, right? I just need to temporarily to help myself, right? I work and all of the stuff. I should have some built up. The last time I got a paper for it, they told me if something happened to you, you should get X, Y, and Z. But I have a hard time accessing the shit because I couldn't, I wonder, or do I got to get a lawyer and fight for it? And pay a lawyer a fucking $1 trillion of money from the government. If this is what I'm saying, that's why I ain't get no lawyer for this case. I refuse to go get a lawyer. I want to, and I keep saying it, right? Because it's the point, the pain and stuff, all the stuff. Yeah, but I'm going to go get a lawyer so that the fucking lawyer, who the lawyer going to be? A white fucking man? I had all this pain, I can't fucking hardly walk, broken bone surgery, and he's going to benefit off of the fucking money more than I am? I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just let go and let go. I have it. Yeah, because I'm going to do all of this shit and he the one who's going to fucking benefit. I ain't even get to go to the fucking doctors and get treated for it. But if I go see a lawyer, he going to send me to the doctor and get treated for it. And I'm still going to have to fucking pay for it anyway because they're going to take it out of my money. So it's going to be me paying for the shit anyway. Anyway, guys, yeah. Hope this helps. Peace out.